Hey, I had to make another video real quick. Something came to mind, and it's something I did want to talk about. I'll throw it in a real quick little video. Sorry about the last video being two parts. I didn't know that was going to happen. My phone separated the last 3 minutes automatically for some fucking reason, but anyways, okay, so through the comments on the videos, one thing I've been seeing people bring up is had to do with getting paid and, like, you know, the company fucking up different things that have to do with getting paid and shit like that. You know, and I answer those questions, but I'm gonna put them in a video because I wanted to explain that. Like, okay, somebody just now recently said, I talked to a guy who didn't receive a check until after a month after he started training or something like that. You know, is that the norm or whatever? And I've talked to other drivers in the company. They said I had a problem with this and I had a problem with that and shit like that. And somebody else asked me, you know, another guy asked me, you know, I heard they're really bad at getting you paid. Listen, I've never had a problem with any of that shit, okay? You know, and there's a lot of factors that go into that shit, okay? Like, this is a big boy industry. You gotta have your shit together. And you would think it's, like, not that hard. I would think that. But apparently, like, there's a lot of dudes that just, like, you know, I mean, I've come to realize that as year after year, the older I get, I realize that age doesn't mean shit. It is just a fucking number. I've met 50-year-olds that act like fucking children. I've met 40-year-olds who didn't have any of their shit together. You know? Age doesn't mean fucking anything. Okay? Like, explain to me why, you know, like, my stepkids, like, my girlfriend's ex-husband, like, he's what? He's like 40 or some shit. Oh, he's 40. He's supposed to be, like, older and wiser. Why am I fucking raising his kids for him then? Just saying. That's not what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to say is, I've never had problems getting paid. I've been paid for everything that I've ever supposed to be reimbursed for. I've also turned in all the receipts and scale tickets and every piece of paperwork I've ever needed to turn in. I filled out all my trip sheets and everything very specifically and very clearly. Okay? If you're having a problem getting fucking paid, like, oh, they fucked me up on this, they fucked up on that, like, you know, I get the feeling that people are quick to say, like, that's just Western Express for you. They just fuck everything up. Like, you know, before even stopping to think, like, did you fuck up? Did you not get paid for that load because you have shit handwriting and you chicken scratched your fucking trip sheet and they can't fucking read it? You know? You know, I don't know. It's just a theory, but this is what I'm trying to say. Listen, if you buy something for the truck, or you buy straps, timbers from Home Depot, windshield washer fluid, wipers, extra lights for the truck, mud flaps, you save the receipt, put your driver code and your trip number of that trip for the expense, write them on the receipt so that when you scan it, they have all the information they need. Who is it for? What trip do we put it on? And how much money? If you have other things on the receipt, if you bought a Snickers bar and you bought a gallon of oil, circle the gallon of oil and maybe, like, I'll write gallon of oil or windshield washer fluid and I itemize it. And I scratch out the shit that, like, my drink refill or something like that. Make it easy for them. You know what I'm saying? As for the guy who didn't get paid after 4 weeks, like, that's ridiculous. Okay, I got paid the first, like, did you fill out all your bank information correctly when they gave you the goddamn paperwork? Were they able to read your bank account number and all that shit? Did you give them a voided check or whatever the fuck? Like, if you didn't get paid for 4 weeks, I don't understand why. You know, there are certain things that will happen because you fucking allowed them to happen. The problem I had with the permits being fucked up, I would have gotten a ticket, my permits would have been fucked up had I allowed them to be fucked up. They sent me the wrong permits. I verified the info and then I told them these are wrong and I waited for the right permits. Yeah, it sucked, but I did not allow that to happen. If you have a question, here's another thing. If you got a problem with something and you have to call in to somebody back in Nashville, don't be a fucking asshole. Like, you know how many times I've gone into the fucking... I'm just saying, this is basic shit. This doesn't matter what industry, what country you're in, what job you have. This is how it works anywhere. If you want to get things done, you want to get things done right, you want to get your questions answered, don't be a fucking asshole. I don't understand that, you know? You fucking... You know how many times I've been down in Nashville and I've been trying to get a log pass to get off the yard and I've been in the log department and these fucking retards are calling the log department. Meanwhile, I'm waiting to get my shit done, but you got these dudes calling up, hey, I'm running out of time. I know what they're saying by what the lady on the phone is saying. I already know. You know, hey, I'm running out of time. But, you know, I need to go deliver this load and blah, blah, blah. You know, what do? What are they going to like, if you run out of time, stop the truck. If you go over, you'll get a violation. Like, you know, it's e-logs. You know, sometimes you're going to go over and get a violation. It's only on there for 8 fucking days. And it only matters if you get inspected. Yeah, the log department might give you a tongue lashing, but it is what it is. On e-logs, sometimes you will get a violation. It's fucking unavoidable. I got one last night. Unavoidable. I was over the clock on the 14-hour clock by 15 minutes. It was I stopped as soon as I could, man. It is what it is. You know, but don't call the fucking log department. There's dudes cussing these fucking ladies out. What the fuck for? What is that gonna change? Like, God damn it, you fucked up my fucking paycheck, and this is fucking bullshit. You're cussing this lady out, and you haven't even, like, maybe you fucked up. Maybe you don't even know what the problem is yet. Like, you know, because I've called them before. I was like, hey, I just had a question on something real quick. Maybe you could help me out with it. I was just wondering what this meant. And they will help you out in a very polite manner. Breakdown is the same way. You go to the truck shop, the trailer shop, you come there, hey man, how you doing? I just had a question on the PM for my truck. I was wondering if you were gonna do this or blah blah blah, you know. Don't be a fucking asshole. Get these drivers going to these fucking, these shippers and receivers. They go up in the guard shack, you know, and they're fucking cussing out the guard. Like, man, fuck it, I've been here all goddamn fucking day and all this bullshit, like it's their fucking fault. They have rules to abide by, or else that is their job. Their job is to enforce these rules. They're fucking rent-a-cops. They're really just glorified secretaries with a badge on their shoulder. That's all they are. You know? They're just following the fucking rules. Just, the nicer you... Dude, I've gotten so much fucking shit done by being polite and as nice as I can. I'm just saying. You know how many fucking tickets I've gotten out of? Just saying... Yes, sir, what can I do for you? Like, yeah, you know, I saw the speed limit sign, and you know what, I missed where it came down from 65, and then bam, it was 55, and then I saw you, and it was already too late, and, you know, it just happened, you know, I'm sorry about that. Like, okay, yes, sir, yeah, yes, sir. Okay, all right, sure, yeah, you have a good day too, sir. Get off with a warning. I'm just saying, you know, if you have issues with... if you're in training and you're not getting fucking paid after the first week, like that, if I didn't get paid that Friday, that next Monday I would be on the phone with payroll saying, hey, how you doing? This is my driver code. This is my name. I'm just letting you know I'm in training. I didn't receive a check on Friday. I was just trying to find out why. And then, get it taken care of. If you don't get paid for a month and you don't even call payroll to find out what the fucking problem is, like, do you just like run out of money and you're like, oh fuck, all my, like, someone done stole, like, do you have a problem with your bank account and you wait a month to call the bank before you get it fixed? Fucking the fuck. Like, have you ever like had a company fuck up your bill and they overcharge you or something? Did you wait 3 months to fucking call them? Like, no, you gotta just call them up, find out what the problem is. Maybe it's a computer issue or something happened. Oh, I'm sorry, we had your driver code misspelled or some fucking bullshit. We'll go ahead and fix that. We'll get you paid. If you're getting fucked, just don't let yourself get fucked. Call and find out what the problem is, man. I don't understand that. And I'm just saying there's a lot of guys out here that do shit like that. Fucking, they'll tell me a story about getting fucked over for some reason. It's like, but what they're not telling you is, it's like, I forgot to, man, I didn't even get paid. They fucked me up. It's like, yeah, but you didn't send in your paperwork, or you sent it in incorrectly or something. Just saying, I'm very meticulous about sending in everything and sending it in correctly. I have never had a problem getting paid, and I've been paid every fucking cent that I was owed. Just be thorough. That's one thing I will say. So, like, and I'm not trying to, be a fucking asshole. I'm just saying, like, if you are hearing a rumor about someone got fucked over for this, like that guy I brought up, back when I was getting in orientation, some guy, I'm fucking out of here. Man, I didn't, the most money I made was in orientation. I didn't get any fucking miles. Why? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, you sound like a fucking dumbass, and you look like a dumbass. And I don't mean to judge you without knowing you, but you are probably a fucking idiot. But like I said, like, maybe they just didn't keep you that busy when you started out. Like, one thing I've noticed, I don't get stuck in the Northeast anymore. I haven't run a trash load in a while. Just saying, I've talked to other rookies that are running trash loads. I'm not running up and down the Northeast coast. I'm all over the place now. I'm running long, like, every load I run is like, I'm tending to get longer and longer loads most of the time now. Because I've been around for a little while. You are going to run a bunch of stupid shit in the beginning. They got to figure out what you're fucking worth, And they're not putting you on no fucking 3,000 mile fucking trip until you've proven yourself and you could show that you can, get the loads delivered on time and shit like that, And you will run some fucking trash loads. They will give the better loads to the teams, the more senior drivers, the trainers, and people like that, lease ops, owner ops. They'll give them better loads. Some fucking rookie that hadn't proven himself yet. I mean, I'm just saying. But as far as the whole money and the paperwork thing goes, like I said, man, save every receipt. Don't have, if it's thermal paper, don't have it in your wallet all fucked up where you can't read it, because and if you scale the truck, send in a copy of the receipt with your driver code and your trip number and a copy of the scale ticket. If you don't send in the scale ticket and you just take a picture of the receipt or vice versa, you ain't gonna get paid for scaling the truck. Make sure you know what you will be reimbursed for. Don't just buy something and think, oh, they're going to pay me back for it. Like, you need to know what they will and will not pay for ahead of time. Don't get pissed off at them because they didn't reimburse you for some stupid fucking thing. It's like, they don't reimburse for that. You should have known that, or at least you should have asked, If you don't know, then ask. If you're not sure, then fucking ask. Call a number. Call the fucking Nashville, like the main office number, and say, hey, I just had a question about this. Do you know who I could talk to get this question answered? And they will transfer you to the right people, and just politely ask, hey, if I buy snow chains for my truck because I don't have any, am I going to get reimbursed for that? Which is a question I'm going to ask because I don't have any and I'm not sure. I'm not buying $400 of snow chains if they're not going to pay for them. Just saying. There's two sides to every fucking story. You know? Hey, maybe they are fucking up, but they're not out. It's like they're not out to just fuck you. You know, if they made a mistake, they made a mistake. You're going to make mistakes. You know, I'm just saying, call the number. You know, problem with the truck, call breakdown. Problem with your logs, call logs. Payroll, human resources. I mean, there's people that their only job is to handle this shit. They have phones you can call and take care of this shit. So, no, I mean, as far as, like, I talked to this guy and they didn't, you know, they kept not paying for his loads and shit. It doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Why is it they're getting all my shit right and they're fucking all his shit up? What's the common denominator? You know, it looks to me like he's probably not filling out his trip sheets correctly. You know, he's probably not doing something right. Because, like I said, you got to be very fucking thorough and they will do everything correctly. You know, so I wanted to say that. Because I feel like there's a lot of guys out here, not even just at this company, just period, that they'll tell you a story that makes them seem like the victim, when really, at the end of the story, I'm like, well, no wonder that happened to you. You're a fucking idiot. You know, you're not the victim. You're the fucking cause of your own goddamn problems. Fucking stupid, you know? But anyways, had to throw that in. Alright, I'm gonna watch Highway Through Hell, and I'm going to sleep. So, I'll catch you guys later.